Welcome to the lounge, everyone. My name is Toby Roydell, and today we say no. We say no to things we don't have to do, we don't need to do, and we say no to things that other people want us to do for them. This video is especially for those people who have a hard time saying no in situations where it is perfectly fine to say no. It's for those people who always want to help everyone and they are just such helpers, but after some time get the feeling that they are taken advantage of. This video is for just about those people, and I believe every single one of us falls into such a trap every once in a while, so we will talk about it. Of course, I also know that there are quite a few people who do not have the slightest problem with saying no when people want to put a task on them they're not supposed to do. But there are people who would cancel an evening with their best friends, cancel it in the middle, just because someone called her to come to the other end of the city and help him with something. And she couldn't say no. And in the end, it turned out it was all about taking care of his dog for 5 minutes. And for that, you canceled your whole evening because someone called and you couldn't say no. Some people just cannot say no. And today we talk about why this is so bad and what you can do. Because it's quite easy. Let's do another example to illustrate. Let's say 5 people, like you and 4 other people, are tasked with preparing the lounge for later. Some few guests are coming around and you have to prepare the lounge. A little bit of decoration and stuff. Beforehand, you five guys, you talk about what you want to do, who has which task, and then you start. 3 people just do their tasks. You try to do your tasks as well, because it's just fair and you talked about it. But then there is this 5th guy. This 5th guy comes over to you like, hey Toby, can you get me that chair from over there? That chair, right? Yeah, exactly that chair. Could you bring that over? Thank you very much. You bring that over. You interrupt your own task. You bring it over. And he says, yes, and do we have something to wipe the tables? Yeah, Toby, right over there. Right over there. There are those wipes. Could you bring them to me, please? They're just next to you. This is how it starts. It always starts really subtle. And this person, this 5th guy, is testing you. How far are you willing to go? Right now, it's not gone far. Bring me this, bring me that, nothing else. But this is your chance, because you have your own tasks as well to fulfill, to intervene. This is the perfect time to intervene, and probably it's the last time you can intervene without having or feeling the need to escalate something. I mean, don't get me wrong, you can solve anything at any point in time, but the longer you wait, the more you have to escalate the situation, probably get loud and have a huge discussion about something. And that is not necessary if you do it properly and as early as possible. So what is the first thing you do? Set an ultimatum. If you make the situation clear, there is nothing to question afterwards. You could say something like, all right, I will get you your wipes, and afterwards, I will continue with my task. Never say, and then I want to continue with my tasks. Always say what will happen, because you know what will happen, because you will do it. I will get you those wipes, and then I will continue with my task. And if that 5th guy comes again, he's testing you. He's going to another level. He tests you if you stick to what you said. So you have to do that. And you can reply with exactly what you said. I'm really sorry, but I told you I have to continue with my own task. Maybe someone else has time for you as well. None of your business. They have to solve it, not you. Don't let other people make their problems yours. by setting an ultimatum. What will happen? And then you will execute on that. Never think that saying no itself is impolite. Saying no to something or to someone is not impolite by itself. You can say no in an impolite way, but by itself, a no or declining something is not impolite. You have a good right to do that. Also, a little pro tip, in my explanations so far, or in my examples, I avoided to use the word no itself. This makes things a lot easier if you can argue or talk around the word no itself, because no in itself is negative. You can avoid that with various phrases like I will do this, I hope you will do that, something like that. Not the word no itself. It could be avoided. So, no itself is not impolite. No, don't you see that I'm busy? Is an example for an impolite way of saying no. You can do better than that. If you have no other choice, or are a little bit desperate, you can also grab an excuse. This is not the most elegant way of doing it, but it can work. Because we want to try to stick to the truth all the time and try not to lie, but if that's your only way of getting out, an excuse can be fine. But something like, I can't do that because I have to meet up with my grandparents in half an hour, and this is not true by any means. I don't think I need to explain how that could go and how that could turn on you in a bad way. If there's nothing else, you could do an excuse. Probably there's something better you can do. A thing that is very important to me, and I think is overlooked so many times, is that if you are, let me say, too helpful, or try to help everyone in any situation, and you do that for nice people, your friends, that is okay, but this behavior is visible for other people too. And there are many people out there, those exploitative people, that will see this behavior in you and will try to take advantage of that. Your actions are visible for those other people. As I see it, the whole concept of saying no is also about taking care of your own energy. You have a set amount of energy per day, per week, per month, and you have to look after yourself, that you don't exhaust yourself too early. So if you, and helping other people most of the time is exhausting, because in that time you do not deal with your own problems and issues and tasks. So it's overwork, so to speak. And if you have only half of your energy left, like after half a day your energy is gone, half a week, half a month, your energy is gone that you actually have, you open yourself to a really, really bad situation, and in grave situations, that is burnout. That's a classical case of not having energy when you need it, when you're burnt out. And that can happen. It's one way that this can happen. And we don't want that, right? The main point I want to get across is that the longer we wait, the more we get pushed around in a sense. So we have to make a stand, and better sooner than later. If we wait too long, we run in a situation where other people dictate the way we behave or we act. Or there are many people that want to make us feel guilty for not helping, in a sense. You know those people. You know the arguments and points they try to convey, but they're not... They don't have very much essence. Another good rule of thumb is when someone asks for a volunteer, I only raise my hand every 10th time. This is a good rule of thumb. And the other 9 times, I let someone else do it. Even if there's half a year in between. Not that I count them, but just roughly. I don't care. Every 10th time is perfectly fine. It's enough. This is not because I'm an egoistic bastard and don't care about the well-being of others. It is for the exact reasons that I listed just before. The thing with your energy, how much energy you have, how much you can use. If you have fun with it, do it a few more times. But the message is, take care of your energy, and look out for how other people receive this attitude of being too helpful and doing everything for everyone. Final word on that, I hope it is needless to say that this does not apply, this whole concept does not apply to relationships and really, really good friendships. Because if you have this kind of situation of exploitative behavior in a relationship or a really, really good friendship, or what you perceive as one, I sadly only have one good advice for you, and that is run. Just leave. Don't bother with trying to say no or solving anything. If this is a situation in a really, really good friendship, this exploitative behavior, just leave. Just run. There's almost no chance of fixing that. But if you like to, more on that in a different video, because there's plenty more to say about that. If you liked today's video, you can check out the sponsor of today's video, the like button. New videos will be coming out every 2 weeks on Monday. My name is Toby Roydell, and I will see you again next time here in my lounge.